Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a quick video. Today is July the 13th. I'm going to try to make a quick video, upload it quick. I just want y'all to see the garden right now after it has dealt with very high heat and humidity in Georgia, and like how everything goes from really beautiful to not very quickly. So like I said, this will be a quick video of just an update on how things fare in this heat. So right now is about 90 degrees. It is 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's super hot right now. So this is like the height of the heat of the day. He is out and doing his job. So the green stalks are doing good. Everything on this patio slab does good because it gets this afternoon shade, but everything in the yard gets full sun all day. So the herbs are doing great. I have sage, oregano, rosemary, nasturtium. What else is in here? Chamomile. I think that might be it. These green stalks that have what looks like empty pockets, I reseeded nasturtiums and alyssum and zinnias. So these have been replanted. And like I said, they are doing good. The cosmos are still doing good because they're not in full sun all day. Some cosmos can handle it, but some of them cannot. So like this one has peppers. I have peppers in each one of the green stalks. They both are doing good. A lot of dragonflies out today, which I appreciate. So let me start off by saying these are peppers, right? These are peppers. I was wondering why they were growing upside down. I was like, oh, I've never had a pepper grow upside down like that, like just growing straight up, except for like a hot pepper. I'm just gonna walk and talk. So this is what everything is looking like. That's a salvia over there. I do need to prune. I need to prune everything over here. I pruned the green stalks. I pruned most of this. I still need to prune her flower garden, which is looking beautiful. We'll talk about the peppers in a minute. We'll get back to those in a minute. So this is her butterfly garden, which is looking beautiful, but I do need to come in and deadhead. She has a lot of butterflies on it throughout the day, and she loves it. She gets a lot of the small little butterflies like this, but she also gets really huge swallowtails. She got one butterfly the other day. It was called a zebra swallowtail. It was beautiful. So this is what everything is looking like. This is has stopped blooming because it's too hot. Here's the sunflowers. And remember, we planted sunflowers in the tops of those two stackable green stalks. We took those out and transplanted them out into the bed, and I'll show you that in a minute. Changes that I made since my last video: I pulled all of the bean plants here. Those were starting to get diseased, and they had given me I got one full gallon bag out of this bed. So I pulled all of those and I planted some marigolds, bush marigolds, my favorite ones. And then what did I put? Cucumber, and those have started. So these big bushy things right here, that is supposed to be borage, and it's supposed to be white borage, but I've not gotten a flower yet, so it just looks like what is it called? It looks like a herb, but it does not look like it's gonna give me flowers. It's just all greenery, all foliage. But in the corners, I have basil and then melons. I think I have watermelon over there and cantaloupe over on that corner. So soon I will have more coming out of here. As you can see, the deal in the middle has had it. And that bed, that's where I had the 3 Roma plants. I pulled those. And the only thing that's left there is the basil and the nasturtium. And that nasturtium is getting pulled, the basil is staying. And then I'm gonna plant, pumpkins right there. I want y'all to know that I'm burning to death. The sun on my back is not playing around. So here is the rest of my bean plants. Those are still producing. So the only thing that I really have to harvest out of the garden in this bogus heat is beans, peppers, and tomatillos. That's the only thing. I do not consider myself a summer gardener. I'm gonna tell you that. I consider myself every other season. So this is my favorite marigold plant, bush. And when I tell you that is just one, it's my absolute favorite. So you do have to be careful where you put it, as you can see, because it will very quickly turn into a jungle. If you pull anything out of the soil, it will immediately take over the soil. And it's not invasive, but it just wants to live its best life, and that it will do very quickly. But this bed is still very pretty. And we'll talk about the peppers in a minute, because they were a big mistake this year. Big mistake this year. So here is where we put the sunflowers, and we put a couple of zinnias, and I staked them up since they came out of the pot. I didn't want them to fall over. I wanted them to establish themselves. So they are doing good. I still have, in this pollinator garden, I do still have Cosmos doing good. My Rebecca is doing good. I pulled out all of the things that could not handle the heat. And then in my pots in the back, I kind of keep them a little bit shaded, try to keep them watered, because those are snapdragons. Those will perk back up when the weather cools down. So I'm trying to take care of them so that they don't die. So this is the pollinator garden. So this is where we put all of the sunflowers. And then you see we have these snapdragons. They're starting to perk back up. We have dianthus down here that's still doing good. I just have to deadhead. The black-eyed Susan is doing fine. And then this tomato plant is a dwarf cherry. And then here is the tomatillos. So the tomatillos are doing really good. I have about a gallon size bag now. Once I get to the another gallon size bag, I'm gonna pull those because that's all I need. But everything is still looking really good. I took out all the stuff that was struggling. I am not for the fight this year. Not doing that. So that is the changes that we made so far in the garden. Now let's talk about peppers. They were a mistake. I really wish I did not plant them. I don't like them. And that's my fault for not reading the package properly and getting all excited and buying the wrong thing. I accidentally planted all snacking peppers and no bells. I do see one. Oh, I see a couple of them that's ready. So this bed is supposed to have some bell peppers in it. Definitely doesn't. It only has snacking peppers in it. So me chopping up a bunch of snacking peppers is the worst. My cabbage is doing okay. I put this here to see if I grew some corn, would it protect the cabbage? And the cabbage definitely still got attacked, but it's because I kind of forgot to spray it down with BT. So yeah, I forgot. Let me get back into shape. So the garden is surviving. I will say that. It is surviving. It's doing good. You ready to go in? You see? He ain't playing. He don't want to be here. He don't want to be out here in this. But the garden is doing really good. The things that are out there do thrive in the heat. So they are doing good. The flowers and stuff that couldn't handle it I went ahead and took them out because I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting this year. If you look like you're gonna die, guess where you finna go? To the Lord. I'm gonna send you to the Lord. You're gonna be at the Lord's table. You can go to the Lord's garden. So, full sun all day. And this is teaching me a really good lesson of what to put out there next year, because the shorter growing cosmos can go here and they'll survive longer. The cosmos that get over 4 feet, they actually got to like 7 feet out there, and they still doing good. So that was just a little quick rundown of what's going down in the garden. I planted some pumpkins. We can go and see if they sprouting. I planted one to go up the trellis. I don't think that it did it, but I don't think that it sprouted. It didn't. It's so hot. It probably don't want to. But everything is looking good. Everything is pretty good. Like I said, anything that was dying, pulled it. Ain't got time. Pulled it on out. And everything else is doing perfectly fine. Things are already starting to like bounce back from being deadheaded and all that. So as long as I stay on top of the deadheading and that little butterfly lies, gonna land on my face? Type of man? I just want y'all to know that if I wouldn't have swung, that butterfly probably was gonna land on my face and y'all was gonna see me holler on this video. Holler. We don't do that. But anyway, everything is doing pretty good. As long as I stay on top of deadheading and watering in the evening, which sometimes I don't want to come water in the evening because it's still very hot. And sometimes I don't. But I'm back on top of doing it like I'm supposed to, so that my things won't die, because I started 99% of this garden from seed, and my hard work will end up in the compost. So that was just a quick video just to give you this butterfly. We finna fight. We finna fight. I just wanted y'all to see the garden real quick. Mid-July, it is time to start thinking about fall crops. And right now I'm just going to do pumpkins and melons. Go ahead. Right now I'm gonna do pumpkins and melons. What else did I put out? Cucumbers. And then just more flowers. So the zinnias and the sunflowers. So not many things, not a whole bunch is being planted out right now because of the heat. So things that will germinate in the heat, the cucumbers, the melons, the pumpkins, that's what I'm putting out. Brassicas, I won't start until sometime in August. And that'll be like my cabbage and my broccoli, lettuce, peas, and things that will like cooler weather is what I'll start next month. Not now, because it ain't gonna do nothing but die. So slowly but surely, just a few things being started now so that I don't waste my time, money, efforts, all of that good stuff. But it's still pretty. You see how I'm peeking? Look, this is shade. This is the safe area. This ain't. You see that? Lies. 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 Who wants to go out there? Not me. See that line? Stay on this side. I like to stare out the window at my garden. Yeah, I like to stare out the window. I don't like to, at this time of the day, I don't want to go in it. I'm only in this garden right now for y'all. It is not for myself because I do not like to do that. So let's talk about the pepper mistakes. So what I did wrong was I ordered some peppers that said bell peppers. I ordered the M.I. Gardener mini bell pepper. Was so excited because they were so cute. Don't let the cuteness fool y'all. It gets me. From time to time, I will allow something to be so cute that I regret it. Okay? I didn't read the details. I didn't read the package for real. I saw many bell peppers and was like, oh my God, that's gonna be perfect, because in my head, I said they're probably about half the size of a regular bell pepper. I made that up. The package did not tell me that. This is my mistake, not M.I. Gardener's. Their package, when I went to go back and read it, it said exactly what I was gonna get, which is not half the size of a bell pepper. So I don't like these peppers because they are snacking peppers. They got very thin walls. There's nothing sweet to them. I prefer a sweet bell pepper. That's not what they have. So I will show y'all a up close of how tiny they are. So I actually just went back in to grab a cherry tomato to show y'all. I can't make this up. This is a cherry tomato. Who in their right mind? Who? This is a cherry tomato. This is the mini bell. So it's called a mini bell just because of its shape. I planted a lot of those. I gave some away. I probably done disappointed folk. I gave some away. At first I thought they were stunting. And I was like, oh dang, I keep stunting my peppers. I'm like, I was so careful with them. I was so careful. How could they do that to me? How could I stunt my peppers? I was so careful. Let me pull this off. Here we go. See, it is shaped exactly like a bell pepper, but it is the size of a dang on cherry tomato. Now what I want you to imagine is yourself having to chop those up. I'm gonna harvest off whatever comes off, but I'm gonna pull them. I'm gonna pull them because I don't want that. I want bell peppers. So this year I'm about to keep buying my bell peppers from the grocery store because I don't read the directions, the fine print, nothing else, and that's my fault. That's what I get. So I ain't saving no money on bell peppers this year. No, not one time. So that is the bell pepper fiasco in a nutshell. But thank y'all for watching. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick one. Hopefully y'all gardens are doing good. Let me know where y'all are, what y'all weather is. I know some parts of the US right now are getting like a cold front. I wish we were getting a cold front. We definitely ain't. We got the heat wave. So ain't no cold front over here in Georgia. But let me know where y'all are. What is y'all weather? What are y'all growing? What's doing good? What's not doing good? What changes y'all had to make? All of that good stuff. Leave it down in the comments. Hope everybody's garden is doing great. And like I said, if it's not doing great, pull it out and put something else. Don't waste your time trying to nurse a dying plant, because I've done that way too many times. Too many times to talk about. It's embarrassing. I ain't doing it this year though, I'll tell you that. But happy gardening. Thank y'all for watching.